What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grand. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, y'all know what it is. It's the first day back from the weekend. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday, but I did a long day, just from like 6 in the morning to like 11 at night. I was exhausted. I was gonna try it, but it's just, to make these videos just takes way too long. But I'm gonna let you guys know this video is gonna be packed full of some good stuff. We got the box office, because you know I always gotta do that the first day I come back. We've got a bunch of trailers talk, because a lot of trailers came out. In fact, I got a couple of those trailers on my channel right now. We've got some Terminator talk. We've got some movie theater talk, but in another country. Deadpool, some Batgirl, and that's about it. So let me just get into it right now. But before I do, let me remind you guys to press on the notifications, so that as soon as I make these videos, you guys hear this, and like you guys can see the video as soon as they come out, and you don't have to go looking or searching for it. And just remember to tell your friends, tag and share. Just let everybody know, because you know what, I'm trying to grow this channel. Like I said, I'm trying to do a lot, and I work a lot. So let me start this off with a little something for you guys. I'm gonna turn it up. What's up, everybody? Let me whisper in your ear, tell you something like you might like to hear. There's a movie out now making lots of cash. Mama review might make people want to get my ass. A Quiet Place is first place. A Quiet Place in first place. Why? A Quiet Place in first place. A Quiet Place in first place. Why? I'm just that was a little. That's a little rap I made about this thing. But yeah, box office numbers. Quiet Place came in first place with $50 million, which is really good, because you know what? It put it in third place for the biggest horror film opening ever, which I'm not too sure. It's got some horror vibes, but it's more thriller. But it came in third place behind Paranormal Activity 3 and It, which came out last year. I think it came out to about 125 million, but Paranormal Activity 3 was about 57 million, so it did okay. It's at 50 million, a little bit behind, Paranormal Activity 3. And those movies, I'm sorry, those guilty pleasures. I like supernatural ghost movies, whatever. It's just something I like. Plus, disaster movies. That's another thing. That's my guilty pleasure I love. But yeah, so that came in first place. In second place, you had Ready Player One, dropping only 40%. So it made $25.1 million, which is great, because we want Ready Player One to make that money. In fact, it actually made its money back in the first weekend, but we needed to make a lot more. So it's estimated about 400 million right now, which is great, because that's what they needed to be to start making profit, because we want to see Ready Player 2, because there is a Ready Player 2. So hopefully that movie keeps making up money, and we'll hopefully see that, because Steven Spielberg definitely knocked it out of the park when it came to this Ready Player One, because that's one of the movies that I love. But as far as A Quiet Place, just check out right over there for my review of it. I'm sorry, just give me a kind of hint. I wasn't a big fan. It was okay at best. Then in third place you got Blockers. Blockers coming in with John Cena. He came in doing his forte into comedy, which he did do that with Trainwreck, I believe, but it was okay. It's like a little step. He's the lead, kind of like the lead in this movie, so he did okay. I haven't seen it, but I hear a lot of good things about it. Hopefully I won't be disappointed with that one either. But that came in $21.4 million. Fourth place, we got Black Panther, which I told you guys we're going to be breaking records left and right. So right now it is past Titanic to make it third place in the biggest domestic movie ever. So the only ones that's behind, I believe it would be Star Wars, Star Wars, A Force Awakens, and I believe Avatar. I think that's the only ones that would be behind. Or Avatar and Star Wars, The Force Awakens. But yeah, so it's in fourth place. It came in at $8.4 million. And it's doing great. It's at $665 million. You know the thing that's crazy about that? By it making $665 million, it is now officially past the Justice League's worldwide like, box office. The worldwide box office for Justice League is about $660 million. Black Panther made $665 domestically. That's sad. I'm sorry. That is just sad for Justice League. It is. I mean, that's a great thing for Black Panther, but it's just sad for Justice League. But you know what? I got to give the thing, Black Panther, as great as it is, it came out at the perfect time because there was nothing to compete with it to take away from box office. The next couple of weeks is going to be crazy. I'm telling you right now. But in 5th place, we have I Can Only Imagine, one of those church movies. It's still making money. It made $8.3 million. So right now, at a budget of $7 million, I believe, it has made about $80 million. That is crazy. But praise the Lord. So that's pretty much it for the box office weekend. Next, we're going to just go into trailer talks, because like I said, just trying to get it out the way. First trailer we're going to talk about is Infinity War. Infinity War had a new TV teaser. TV teaser. Yeah, and it was really good. It showed a lot of stuff we've seen before, but it showed a little bit different, a little bit wording. Thanos showing up. You got more stones. He's just wrecking people, and I just can't say how much. I can't get any more excited for this movie than I already am. Especially Black Panther. Black Panther definitely got more people hyped for Infinity War, and it's like I said, it's just a great trailer. It's a great trailer. It didn't show much more different things, but I don't need it to, because I don't want it to spoil the movie for me. So that's all I gotta say. The trailer was just awesome. It is tracking actually because of this movie, whatever, it's tracking to make $200 million. That's what they're tracking. Estimates, I'm thinking probably good. I'm hoping that it breaks the Force Awakens record at 247. If it can get that 250, that sweet 250, then Marvel will be. But regardless, it's all Disney, so Disney's the ones just winning. They're making that money regardless. So whatever. Next trailer we're gonna talk about, which I have right over here, is a Solo trailer, Solo or Star Wars Story. They trailer, and it showed a lot more. You got Alden Edridge playing Han Solo. You get a little bit more talk from him. It sounded a lot more like with Chewie. He was like, "Oh, I've got a good feeling about this," which opposite of his, "I got a bad feeling about this." He was like, "Yo, how do you know how to drive this?" And he was like, 190. You look great. So yeah, it's like the back and forth, or like when he was like, he answered a question and Chewie, he was like, "What do you know?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it feels like they're actually like friends, like actual Star Wars. So definitely and then the train heist, it just looks crazy. And then the bad guy with that crazy looking hat, which looks like something out of like Max, like Mad Max type of thing. But regardless, it's real fun. It looks cool. The train heist looks crazy, where the train turns on its side while you got gravity boots, all these things, an explosion, and then the Tesla. I don't know if that was a Kessel Run, where like at the end where Donald Glover's character Lando was playing. He was like, "Buckle up, baby." It's like he definitely, Donald Glover at least gets to say something in this trailer, and you get the vibe that is Lando. So Donald Glover, I'm pretty sure he's gonna knock it out of the park. I'm pessimistic. I'm optimistic sort of about this movie. I'm not pessimistic. I think it's gonna be a decent movie. I think it's gonna be a good movie, even with all the stuff surrounding it, as far as like the Chris and whatever those brothers, how they were, or are they brothers? Well, regardless, they were making a movie and then it got taken off, and Ron Howard came back and redid like 90% of the movie, and like I'm just thinking it's still going to be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I don't have any reason to believe it's not going to be, because Star Wars is just, they're pretty much knocked that out the park in everything that they've done. The three movies that they just came out with all made $1 billion. So I don't think this is gonna make $1 billion. It's actually tracking to make $150 million, which is still great, because initially it was tracking at like less than 100. Now it's at 150. I think this trailer definitely got more people amped to see it, so it might make 150. I don't think it's gonna be crazy big, like 200 million, but I think it will do maybe about like that 150. That's a good mark for it. We'll see if that thing makes that. Then we got the Meg. The Meg was short for Megalodon, which has Jason Statham as a scientist, kind of swimmer in this. And I don't know if this is going to be another Deep Blue Sea, but it looks fun. It looks like this thing's is R-rated. It's gonna be chopping up some things. So you're gonna have them some Jaws, Deep Blue Sea. If it actually went crazy and got out and just in the beach and just marching on people. And I'm actually looking forward to this. This trailer looks fun. It looks like it could be something crazy. It looks like it could be something cheap, but at the same time, like I said, it looks like it could be something fun. Jason Statham. That's like he was my man crush. Like anything that he was in, I just like. After seeing him in Transport, where I was working at the movie theater, and I happened to walk into the movie Transporter, and after that, and he was actually in the movie with Jet Li, The One, and I didn't care for him. I didn't care for him in that, but after he had his own solo with Transporter, I was behind him, even though the other Transporters weren't that good. But the first one, he was the action star to me. I was in Crank and all this stuff. I was just behind him 100%. Then the last trailer to talk about is The Purge. The first one, the first Purge, it looks good. It actually looks good. It looks better than the other ones. Actually, the second one was good. The third one, the first one I didn't even watch. But this one looks like they're getting back to the basic, and it looks good. Like, they look like it follows like a black family, which I'm definitely going to be behind that, and like they're surviving, and then the brother is like a gang leader, but it's like it sort of reminds me of something that I saw in The Last 24, where the guy, the main character, his brother was the leader of the gang, and then they're fighting against the government or the terrorists or whatever and all this. I don't know if that, but it looks sort of like that. The gangs are going to be fighting against the government, which are kind of doing some shadiness and killing people, just so the Purge looks like it's working. So definitely can't wait to see that. Next, we've got Terminator Reboot. It gets shifted back. Deadline reports that Paramount pushed back Terminator 3, which is actually taking place right after Terminator 2, and all the other Terminators, they don't matter. It doesn't exist. But it's taking place, and it's getting pushed back from July 26, 2019 to November 22nd, 2019. It's going to be more closer to the holiday season, which I believe it could work instead of being surrounded by all these blockbuster movies, because Terminator needs to sort of work. The last couple ones no one's been liking. So if they do that and push it back, then maybe they should be able to take advantage of the holiday season and get more money. And hopefully it's just a good movie, because Tim Miller is going to be the one directing it. If you guys don't know Tim Miller is the guy that directed Deadpool, the first Deadpool. So if you like Deadpool and you like his stuff, then he could probably good. And so from what I'm hearing, he's very passionate about this, and they're doing everything. They're working good, and they're making a great story. You got Peter Jackson? No, not Peter Jackson. I forget the guy's name. The guy that did Avatar. Anyways, he's behind it, and the other ones he just put his name behind it. But this one he's working with Tim Miller and the script writers and all that. So this is hopefully it's gonna be great. Next, Saudi Arabia is finally getting theaters put into it. They're gonna be opening about 50 of them, and the first movie they're gonna put in there is Black Panther, which is gonna push up Black Panther's thing. I still know it's not gonna make the $2 billion that I was hoping for, but it still should bump up the number to probably like, they got some money, so I'm thinking maybe the 1.3, I don't know if it's going to be 1.4, maybe 1.4 million dollars, which would definitely put it up. I think it would jump it up to 5th place as far as biggest grossing movie of all time, which, that's what's up. And yeah, so that's it. The Saudi Arabia, they got that money. They got that money. Next, we got Deadpool 2. There's talks that they cut some scenes of Jack Kessie, and he's basically a villain. And I believe they probably cut something. He's not one of those main villains, but I think they cut it because to make more room. Because they when they showcased the Deadpool 2, people said they want to see more of Domino and Cable, and they did some more reshoots and added more of that. So of course, if you add something, you gotta take a little something away. So they took away like a second tier, like a sub villain. It just gave a little bit less. So you're still gonna see him, but it's not gonna be as much prominent as he originally was. So that's okay for me. As long as the movie's great, I don't really care. And the last of all, we've got to talk about the Batgirl screenwriter. Batgirl now officially has a screenwriter, and her name is Christina Hodson. And she was actually the screenwriter for the Bumblebee movie that's coming out. She was in the screenwriting group that was initially doing the Transformers The Last Night, I believe. But I can't blame her for that, because it was a group of writers, and Michael Bay just, hey, that looks nice, just tossed out the papers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter to him. But the only thing is, what you have on her IMDb as far as her screenwriting was the Katherine Heigl movie Unforgettable with Rosario Dawson, who I guess started dating her ex or whatever. I didn't hear any good thing about it. I didn't watch the movie, but I definitely didn't hear any good things about it. And look, I'm not gonna try and hold that against her, but hopefully, female writer. Hopefully, she can get the gist of like the Batgirl. And like she's had a couple movies on the blacklist. If you don't know, the blacklist in the movie industry is a good thing. That means that you've got something that a lot of people want. That's the opposite positive of the blacklist that you normally know. And I need to see what she's done. Like when the Bumblebee movie comes out, I have a better idea of if it's good or not. So that's what that's gonna be. When it comes out, we'll see. So that's pretty much it. I tried to squeeze as much in as we could for the this nerd news, whatever. So remember to put that notification on, tell your friends, like, share, comment down below, because I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you like that little rap thing I did in the beginning. I kind of threw that together as quick in like a couple minutes and just kind of rehearsed to get that thing over for you. So remember to subscribe, check out my last daily nerd news, and check out the playlist of the nerd news. So remember, I'm Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next daily news.